today to finally get the 3 points?
Of course, we've not lost this year.
And what was your sort of thoughts of the game and how it sort of panned out?
Well, I changed what we were about today. A couple of reasons, really. I wanted to go up against Kidderminster a little bit more, so we matched them up with the 3 at the back, 3 in midfield, and 2 and 1 up front. So I think it worked to an extent because we had a bit more of the ball than what we had at their place, certainly in the first half. But we looked nice and solid, I felt, today. We needed to protect our young trainee goalkeeper. We were without 3 centre-halves available, so then Pollock's gone in there and done a good job, and Popey's second opportunity at the back with Jordan. By and large, they defended and protected the goal, which was important today, really well, and reduced Kidderminster to just a couple of chances. I think there was a header first half that whizzed past, and then very little really came for a cross, didn't he? And he just took it in that second period, and they got themselves a goal in injury time, which is a little bit disappointing. But more importantly, we did enough to score 2 goals at home today and win a very important game.
You must be delighted with his performance today, Brandon Powell in the goal, and only realising he was
Yeah,
playing
absolutely.
today.
He just loved it. And when he went down, and he was saying, I was thinking, has he got himself injured or whatever? No, just killing a bit of time, Gaffer, I'm okay. So, it was brilliant, really, to see. And I think he's really enjoyed it. And I didn't say anything to him last night. I knew it was an issue last night when Brandon had texted me the message. So I wanted him to have a good night's sleep, I've got to be honest. So I didn't tell him until he got here today.
You couldn't ask for any more from him?
No, I couldn't. No, excellent. And the lads have given him, a round of applause in the changing room, and give him a right big cuddle because he's done brilliant.
And at the other end, Victor and Alex Bray, they really proved a lot of trouble, didn't they, for Kew today?
Yeah, they did, the 3 of them, and Moons as well. Good energy, and Victor's got that little bit of pace, hasn't he? And the thing about him is he's unpredictable in what he might do next. So difficult to mark that way, even when you're man to man with somebody who might do something a little bit different. He's a threat, and I'm delighted that he felt confident enough also, as a young player to step up, take the penalty. Very important penalty for us, and we've disappointed from that area of the pitch a few times already this season, and he's really put it in the net with some authority, to be honest, and got us in front, and rightly so got us in front, because we deserve that.
And you were so pleased with how we weathered Kidderminster's possession at times and then come back at them and took our chance as well.
Yeah. I think the important thing is, because the possession-based side that we're up against today, is to keep a nice solid shape, and then when we do win the ball, to be able to break, with a real threat, which is exactly what we did, by the way, for the second goal. Dawson's ran off the pitch down the left-hand side, managed to get some kind of cross in, and they got their players running back towards his goal, and he's, put it in the net for us, which is nice. It's nice for us to have a little bit of fortune, because, to be fair, we have been a little bit short of that.
And you've got a short break now, and then we go a long trip to Gateshead on Saturday.
Yeah. I mean, look, as I've said before, haven't I, that I think generally our performances at home have been fairly solid. Yeah, there's room for improvement. I know that, and could we have had more points at home? Yeah, we could. But away from home, we've got to stop conceding, cheat goals and stop making silly mistakes and stay in games away from home. Because when we do stay in games, as we have today, we're going to produce, performance which has given us 3 points.
And do you think you'll have some more defensive options and Brandon back for the trip?
I hope so. I mean, Josh Gowlins hopefully will start feeling a little bit better, because he's had a very long bug, which has kept him out. So hopefully, he puts himself up, but he hasn't played a lot. So, in terms of, fitness and going out and playing a lot of minutes, might be an issue. So we have to monitor that situation carefully, and obviously the goalkeeper situation is a concern as well.
Going up to Gateshead the night before? Day before?
Yes, we are. Yes. Yeah, we're setting off Friday afternoon. Yeah. Getting up so nice and solid that we can be there. In terms of our preparation, that'll be loads better.
And Dawson, originally when he came, he was here to January. Do we know any more?
Yeah, I think it's up to the 8th of January. There's a few players that we need to sit down with now, with contracts coming up, and obviously that's a process. But
we do need him.
That will happen. Obviously, I brought him to the football club because he's played for me before. So, of course, we would like him to stay.
And also, a few loanies up.
Yeah.
I think it's Jack Bottenham. I think is coming.
Yes,
up,
Jack
possibly.
as well. Jack's still got a swollen ankle, but yeah, that's another one for huge consideration as well. I mean, they all need dealing with.
And obviously, Mike Simmons has finished.
Yes.
Been a wonderful.
Great,
for us,
great servant to the football club.
Probably a good move.
Yeah, and a very good guy. He knows he's getting on a little bit now, and wants to play first team football. So he gets an opportunity. He's such a good lad. I couldn't stop him. I've got to be honest. He was just, I like him around the place, and I know that he can come on in games for 10 minutes, 15 minutes, and make a difference. But in terms of longevity, he's not now going to be the future of the club going forward as such. So at some stage, you've got to say thank you for everything you've done. It's been an absolute pleasure, and in my short time working with him, he's been brilliant.
I think in your programme notes you mentioned the importance of the supporters, and I thought they played a really key role today.
I thought the supporters were absolutely magnificent today.
Healthy crowd, wasn't it?
And from the start as well, it would have been easy to get onto us because we haven't won in a while, but they stayed with us. They got right behind us. The team responded. The team was having a go. They knew we were up against it. They knew we had a very young, inexperienced trainee keeper in there who generally warms Brandon up if he's got time and not playing for his local club that's about 3 or 4 levels below this. So that's the reality of the situation. And then to have 3 centre-halves unavailable and then to makeshift that because that's the way I wanted to play, and despite not having the centre-halves available, I still played the way I wanted to play to try and get a result for the football club. And it's important that I continue to fight, the players continue to fight. They were a reflection of what we're trying to do today, is trying to work hard together. They played with great attitude, great commitment for the cause, and the crowd responded. They were fantastic. It couldn't have been any better.
You had one other youngster on the bench, Rob Whitlock.
Yes.
Yeah. So obviously that shows there are opportunities there for young players if and when needed.
Of course. If we're short like that, I'm going to ring Andy Bevan up and say, come on, Andy, get me one of the young lads that I like. And I've seen a little bit of Whitlock, which is good, and I've seen a little bit of Muirhead, who's another one, and I've seen a little bit of Connor Austin as well. So they've all trained with me. I keep an eye on them. It's important that I know what they're about and what they can do, and you never know. Like today, when the opportunity's going to come, do you? The goalkeeper, the trainee goalkeeper, he's played in a local derby against Kidderminster. He's never played in front of 25 people, never mind 2,500. So I mean, you never know. That's what I'm saying. That's the point, and they need to be ready. Who knows? I might have put Whitlock on. Andy Bevan's giving me a nudge to try and get him on, but I think it was more important to get him for the line today.
Brilliant. Thanks very much. Cheers.
Well done. Thank you.